Welcome to Chiropad TV. This is Dr. Paul Bindell, President of Life Systems Software. It is with great pleasure that we provide you with this segment of our video training series for the ChiroSuite programs. This video is going to discuss the Diagnosis Catalog. In order to access the Diagnosis Catalog, on the front desk screen, go to Tools, Catalogs, and select Diagnosis. The catalog opens to the first diagnosis that is in the system. When you purchased the ChiroSuite programs from Life Systems Software, we included the majority of diagnosis codes that you would need to make use of in your practice. However, it is possible that there is one or more that we did not include and that you want to make use of. In order to add a new diagnosis into the system, you would click on the green starburst, enter an ID that makes sense to you because it will only be seen in your own office. Make sure the status says active, enter the ICD code, and then type in the description. Once the description has been typed in, you have all the information that you need in order to be able to do your insurance billing. If, for whatever reason, you need to have a special lengthy description that would go into narrative reports, you can type that in at the box at the bottom. Once you have made your entry, remember to click on the Save icon so that this information will be saved throughout the system. One of the things that we do within the diagnosis area is to make your life easier. Click on the button that shows Patterns. These are patterns that you will create in your own office. Within each pattern, you will have certain diagnoses listed, and those diagnoses will then be available for you to find and select rapidly whenever you need to enter a diagnosis for your patient. This speeds up the process since you will no longer need to scroll through hundreds of diagnoses to find the ones that you need. In order to create a new pattern, you would simply click on the button that says New Pattern and then type in whatever you need to so that it makes sense for you. Once you have clicked OK, then that item is going to show up on the list under Diagnosis Patterns in the left-hand column. Click on it so that it is highlighted, and then come over to the columns on the right where it talks about available diagnoses. You will note that there were three columns: the ID, ICD, and description. If you click on the word description, it will sort the diagnoses in alphabetical order. If you click on ICD, it will sort the diagnosis codes in ICD code sequence number. And if you click on ID, then it will sort them according to the ID codes that you have created within your own office. You would then go down the list, choose whatever the item is. Once it is highlighted, then click on the arrow that points to the left, and it moves into the box in the lower left. And you would continue going down the list, choosing those diagnosis codes that pertain to this specific diagnosis pattern. If, in looking at the pattern, you realize, oops, we made a mistake, all you need to do is click on the item that does not belong, and then click on the arrow that points to the right. The system will confirm that you want to remove it, and it will take it off the list. In addition, let's say that you had named something as headache, when in actuality you wanted it to say cluster headache. You'd be able to click on Rename and then change the heading very easily just by typing it in. You can set up as many diagnosis patterns as you want, and this way you will have them available to rapidly enter diagnosis codes in the patient's file. When you are finished creating each of your patterns, you are able to then close the screen, and that information will be saved automatically. If you want to look up diagnosis codes within the catalog, you have the ability of clicking on the binoculars, and you'd be able to type in some type of search criteria, and it will find everything that meets that particular item. Or you could click on the alphabetical or all boxes and then find whatever you need based upon the letter of the alphabet or the alphabetical order of its appearance. Once you would choose one item and then click Apply, that is the item that will appear in the catalog box when you return to the catalog screen. Again, once you have finished making whatever entries and changes that you are going to do, always remember to click on the Save icon so that the information is saved. When you are finished with the diagnosis catalog, click on the little X and it closes. Thank you for watching this training video. Should you have additional questions that were not answered here, please contact support@chiropad.com or call us at 973-625-3716. We will do everything we can to make sure that you get the maximum benefit from using the ChiroSuite programs.